Did you know horses can have acne? Well, not so much as acne as adolescent warts. We've only had one horse come to the rescue that had had these, and his name was Tesla. Tesla was dropped off at the livestock auction with several donkeys, and we weren't planning on bringing home a yearling that day, but the only bid was $25 to the kill pen, and so we brought Tesla home for $50. He was unhandled and was scared of people, and at first we were concerned about the adolescent warts, but after speaking with our vet and she looked at him and made sure they weren't anything contagious, she let us know that adolescent warts are fairly common in horses. In younger horses, older horses are less susceptible because their immune system is more robust at fighting off the virus, but they're not contagious and they're typically not a cause for concern, and they usually go away on their own. So we continued our journey on helping him be haltered, and this was when he was in quarantine. When he came home, he, mastered being able to work in the halter, and we went on lots of walks and trail walks, and he learned that people were pretty okay, pick up his feet and brush him, and then he went to a foster home, and he lived with another rescue Marconi, who was saved with Hudson. And we like to start all of our horses under saddle before adopting them out because it kind of ensures a better future for them, but a yearling is way too young to start a horse, so that's why he went into a foster home to give him time to grow up, and he did. He turned into a very beautiful horse, and then he came back and we took him to horse shows, and he wasn't riding at that point, so we just walked him in the lead line classes, and then this was his first ride. So it's really important for us to expose these rescue horses and these horses that just don't know anything to all sorts of different things like trails and horse shows so that they get used to seeing different things and they don't worry so much. And so this was a trail clinic that he got to go to, and he just to work on being around other horses and being in a new place and doing some different stuff. That's all really good for them. And then we actually were able to bring him out onto the trail, so we took him up into the mountains above Laramie. And this is good. We get to see, how they like the trails, if they enjoy exploring, and how they feel about all the rocks. And this was Easley, who was another rescue horse at the time. This was her second trail ride and Tesla's first. And they both did really, really well. We get to see how they do with hikers and bikers and dogs kind of showing up, and a lot of times the trees being close can be slightly worrying for them since where we have them in the valley of Laramie is really open. And so they, it's kind of an adjustment for them to not be able to see for miles and miles. But these guys did super good. And this also helps us know what kind of home he'll be looking for in the future. Does he want a trail home? Does he like that experience? Is he very brave? A lot of horses love to explore. Once they learn that they're going out on a trail, they hop right in the trailer and they get super excited to do it. Other horses don't mind the arena. They like working on their skills, and they can get overstimulated by the trails. So we like to bring them to several different places, and we also like to take some good photos so that we have some good pictures to remember them by once they get adopted, and once we feel like they're ready. And so he got lots of exposure and he got used to the trailer and happy to go in and out of that, not afraid. He made lots of friends. You may recognize Canary, and then there's also Easley and Matai, who were two other younger horses that we had at the time. Once we were comfortable with where he was at, he was adopted into a lovely trail home, and we were sad to see him go, but happy that he had a family of his own now.